Welcome back to Living Single. We've been talking about dating with Hellen and Baraka. It was hot. If you missed, you have to run back, scoot back to the first part of the show and watch. They've shared their experiences. It's amazing. And we are joined, do they say by or with? By, oh my God. We are joined, just introduce him.
Yeah, well, that's a guy. That's a guy called Dante. Dante is a guy who is amazing. He hangs out with young people. He's a professional on dating when it comes to matters dating. He's been dating for the last 40 years. I'm kidding. But he hangs out with young people. Love is something he's passionate about, and dating. So Dante, karibu sana.
Asante, man.
Okay, Dante, the reason I had invited you is because I know your story, and I know that you went out and dated your girlfriend in rather peculiar circumstances, like shared money, you were struggling. Yeah, Baraka. Yeah. and that you are really intentional about some stuff.
That was year 39, because I've been dating for 40 years now.
Yeah, so year 39, you met this chick, and you were clear that you wanted to date her, and it led to courtship. And if it wasn't for COVID-19, now you'd be married.
Yes.
So thank God for COVID-19, because this show is for single people. You'd never have made it here.
No, I'm married.
You're married?
In my head.
Mentally. So just share with us some of the your dating ideas on dating.
There's a lot to learn during dating, and I want to encourage everybody to just step in and do that. But what people are afraid of, especially, is so I need to be prepared like this. Nafaa kuwa hivi, nafaa kuwa niko na do, nafaa kuwa at least niko na keje yangu, nafaa kuwa na kajob, nafaa kuwa. But remember, miaka inaenda, like nobody's waiting for you, and you're losing opportunities on the way. Wewe ukijaribu kujipanga. When God designed relationships, He didn't intend that we get into relationships perfect. He intended that we get there, and He who is perfect and perfecter of everything and author of our story will now design that story or make that story the story He wants it to be. So it's not my job to make my story the way I want it to be. There is someone doing that already. So kazi yangu ni kujiposition to, all right? And
Aki, that sounds spirit. Just
imagine
just unpack for Baraka. Imagine mwanpakie.
Baraka sahi kwa hivi. Unajua mimi kwa relationship bro.
Ni poa lakini nakwambia. Mimi nakushow. Siwezi mdem naambia unajua.
Hebu mchapie story.
Perfect. Story. Sina moti, sina gari lakini ngoja na perfect.
Hebu ngoja sikia.
My chick, she was doing well. Alikuwa poa. She didn't have a job. But familia yake walikuwa fit. Mimi nilikuwa na hustle jiji, all right? I'm trying this pastoral thing, and najaribu, I was starting my entertainment thingy, and all these things. And I told her, me, I love you, and I see a bright future ahead, and just in case you feel like you've had that before, ndio manifesto yangu. So you can drop manifesto, nikamshow niaje. This is how the future looks like.
Nataka kuinterrupt kidogo. Ulikuwa umemdate how long ndio ufike point ya kumpatia manifesto?
1 month.
Hallelujah. Jesus is Lord.
Baraka umesikia?
No, hebu tuambie.
By the way, tunaelekea miaka ngapi ndawashow. But we started dating in July, like 10 days after my birthday. Mazawadi zikam. August, nikamshow tumekuwa tukibonga sana, tumekuwa tukihang out. I know your bro, naona tunafaa kwenda next level sahi. Sitaki kukuwaste. And unaweza tokea. So I invited her to where? Church. Because that's where I used to spend most of my time. Remember, sikuwa na do ya kumpeleka
Mali.
Wherever she goes with her girls kuhang. So nampeleka place neutral, mali ya kupikwi. Alright? Ndio asiitishe. And not because mimi ni mchoyo, but nilikuwa najua place niko sayo, alright? And we had a conversation, and we used to have what we used to call YouTube hangouts. So we would, because church kuna net. So we would hang out on YouTube. Hey, what do you like? You like, hey, I like Jonathan McReynolds. Nini. Have you listened to Nyashinsky? Nini. And then I told her, check it, chill. So I invited you here because I felt like there's something I need to kuwekelea kwa meza before we go on. And that is, this is my vision. This is where I want us to go. And when I say us, is you and I. And kuna kaa hivo. What do you think? And I know you're about to tell me right now. Let me think about it. I had planned for that. So it's okay. Go take your time and think about it. let's meet when you're ready. And I think nilikuwa nimekushow, the hardest time of my life or my relationship was that period between nimemshow what I want with her, how my future looks like, and now the day she said yes. And that was a gap of 1 month, all right, again. And the question also, should I continue going out with her or should I withdraw? Niki withdraw, atasema, oh, now you told me what you want, so all the nice things has fallen, so okay, nakucheki. And if I continue in it, I should, oh, so are you bribing me so that I can get into your plan or whatever?
Wait, after you gave her the manifesto, she said she needed a month to think about it?
She didn't say a month, she said...
She needed time.
She's going to think about it.
So mimi niko kwa giza saa hii, na ngoja tu, hata kama ni next year, same time. So a month later, she told me, it's a yes. And I was like, all right.
So fine. In that month, did you withdraw or did you like continue?
No, I just continued.
Just continued,
I was myself. There was pressure to want to do extra because nataka ingi e-box. Yeah, but also there was pressure not to do anything. Ningojea acheze kama yeye. Yeah, and that's how it was. So, and I told her, when she got in, I told her, now, you know what you got yourself into? Let me remind you. Mimi venye unanicheki niko hivi. And I want us to get married in time flani. I gave her a year. Nilimwambia time flani next year. Na ni juu umesema yes sai. Ungesema yes mapema, ingekuwa this year. That was in September, 4th September that year. So nikamwambia November hii mwaka mimi niko ready, but I want to give you time, all right? Na ni juu nilikuwa na feel ready.
Had you met this girl before?
No.
So you met a girl in July?
No, I met a girl in June.
Okay, so you met her in June. You asked her out in July.
Yes.
She says yes in
August.
In August.
Yes.
And you want to marry her in November.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Don't Rush Challenge?
No. Listen, unajua, and najua imesema hapa offset. Kuna venye unaweza bonga na mse ujue huyu. Tukibuy time tunajiwaste. As in iko sawa. Mbele iko sawa. Let's do this, all right? And I knew my position and I knew who I was. I wanted to become, then I was doing my pastoral studies. And nilikuwa najua nikidili na kadem, pressure inaongezeka. Because kuna mayouth man wananiangalia wanataka kuwa kama mimi, but then na chill sana na kadem. Kejani kwangu. You know, and I didn't want it to get crazy. I didn't want it to get nasty or a place where I'm answering questions that I don't have, answers for. So I needed to do things haraka. But then again, it's not to mean that I nilikuwa desperate and I really wanted to get married. No, I was willing to wait. And that is why I told her, kwa plan yangu, mi November niko ready by the way. Because nimesikia side yako. I know where you're coming from. I see where you're going. I feel like your plan and mine, mission yako na yangu, zina marry. But I want to give you time. When did you plan to, she gave me a story and told me, mimi unajua next year ndio nilikuwa niko point kamwambia next year it is, let's wait. So during this time, the question of money is still in the air, right? So uko wapi nikamwambia, and ukikam unaingia kwa keje ya pasi because hapo ndio mimi naelekea. Na si ati there's no guarantee that the church I serve with will give me a jobo once my training is over. So kuna uwezekano tutaendelea kuhustle. Are you willing to get yourself into that? And she told me, I had your vision and I think it's big. And yes, I am willing to join your vision and not join your money, bank account or whatever. So, yeah.
Okay, before you start, I want him to share another thing that I know that he did. During the time you were dating, the first initial dates, you organized lots of nice experiences, which they didn't blow your budget. Just like your dates were intentional because you didn't want to end up with her in your house. Because that's the only logical thing. If you have a date, you don't have money, you end up in somebody's home. And if you end up in people's homes, you end up in their bed. So because you knew what you wanted out of it and you knew you wanted to observe her, you organized some hang-ups. So we just share that.
Yeah, I'm a creative and I knew that maybe God hajaleta hiyo dosai, but kuna kitu amenipatia, creativity. And that is the tool that He's given me to use kwa space yangu, kwa ministry, relationship, everywhere. And so I needed to apply that. So what I used to do is, of course, I could afford Sanford. Sanford is classic.
Do you know where Sanford is?
Of course.
Sanford nilikuwa college, nilikuwa nadaga huko. Chipo ilikuwa 35 bob.
Were you in college like in the 90s?
Kitambo.
Yeah.
Sidanganyike na size ya ndevu. kusema tu. Anani-intimidate. So we could still do that, but my creative mind started now thinking about her, and once in a while I would create or make my DIYs to gifts, nini. I remember there was one day I gave her, I wrapped a matchbox
Because she lights up your life.
No. Because I had a feeling she was the perfect match.
Hey!
Come through.
Well done! You see, akacheka tu hivyo. It's not expensive, but nimecheka fam. So yeah, naona potential hapa hivi. So some other time I did a peg. And unajua peg zile za mbao. Sio kama mlipata hizo peg za mbao, ukiclip hivi inafunguka. So and then ikifunguka imeandikwa a message, a very tiny message. And every time she would, after nimempea, she would anakaa kidogo and then anaifinya inafunguka ka message, anaifunga, and I would feel like, yeah, you're having fun. Did you like it? Yes. I liked, I have dated guys before who've had money, and even celebrities, guys that you guys know, but it was just because they gave me a lot of money, and I didn't want money. I wanted somebody who thought about me every day. And you making this for me shows that you've been thinking about me. You put in some work into it. And I don't say that you don't have money because I see it, but you think about me, and that's what matters. So creativity for me was a big win in my relationship. It really helped. Yeah.
Do you have a question for him, Baraka? Because I'm
Apart from, does she have a sister?
Yeah,
Helen?
she does.
I don't have a question, but I'm just so shook by the fact that, this is what we're missing right now. Men who, they shoot that. You shot your shot, you took the vision and morphed it into a relationship. That's what we are lacking right now. Because I think I'm still surprised by the fact that you were not intimidated by her money. I think we need that right now. Second, I think the fact that you are still intimidated and you still went for what you wanted, that is really amazing. That is what we are lacking right now. Yeah. We really do. We have men that have money but have no confidence. We have men that have money but have no creativity. We have men that have money but no vision. And lastly, we have men that have money but absolutely no emotions, absolutely.
The biggest challenge right now is what? Identity. People hawajijui, both the women and the gents. So them hawajijui, and so she wants somebody who will complete her. It's not going to happen. Utapata the opposite. You need to be complete by yourself. And by complete, I mean you need to know who you are and what you stand for and where you're going, so that when the person you're looking for doesn't come to join the dots for you, but comes to collaborate with you into getting where you need to be. The same case with Jamas. Because we don't know where we're going, we fall for what we see.
Yeah.
And we fall so deep that getting out becomes a real issue. And intimidation inakamigi sasa hapo, where so she has money, I don't have money. I need to borrow.
Because maybe that's all you think you're supposed to offer in a relationship.
So what helped me is that I knew sina do, but I'm a boy, hawezi nitoa creative, hawezi nitoa ujanja. Najua jiji. Najua mashimo, nikitaka kukubaya kitu kali, najua nitaingia wadhi Kikomba, nikushikia kiatu, and watafikiri umetoa exhibition. And that's what I did.
Okay. Mimi na swali ya kwanza, I know your creativity. How do you get creative about rent? Because some things must be practical about. That's one. But then number two, you say you met this girl and she was a perfect match. And I'm still amazed that you met her in June and not met her in November. And because she had told you what she's all about and everything, didn't you feel sometimes people say one thing and they turn out to be something different, and you want time to observe? Why the rush?
What's the question behind this question? Are you
The
asking?
question behind the question is because he wants 3 years to make up his mind.
Not 3 years.
And he can't believe
Not
that
3
somebody
years.
has
Not
the
3
audacity.
years. And guys like, man, with audacity, but
I think the question behind the question is, did you have previous relationships that burned you? You actually met someone who you thought was this way, but was
turned out to be
way.
something else.
Yeah, I before that kulikuwa na zingine ndogo ndogo zile za we go out and then I realize it's not this one. But the one serious relationship I had, like the one I had actually told my mom, nimepata kadem. what happened is that then I had cleared Kole, and this chick was now starting college, all right? So just before college, there was so much time. So we used to spend a lot of time. She used to give me attention and time and all that. She was available. And then she goes to college, and she starts leaving her phone in the hostels for like a day. So me napiga simpati. And I realized that we had dated for quite a long time, that she had started taking things for granted. And alikuwa amenizoea like anaweza acha simu. Na asiniambie I have a plan to, because kuacha simu si issue. Issue ni you didn't tell me, because I've been looking for you all day. Do you really care about what I feel when I don't get you, all right? And I realized that tulikuwa tumetake time mob sana. Mpaka tulikuwa like, kila mtu si, we, cheki.
Whatever.
Kwani hauna life. You know? So I was afraid that I would lose another opportunity.
And you'd repeat the same
Yes,
thing. Okay,
yes.
Because we have to end this. What are some
Oh,
of the
really?
do's? Imagine, this airtime, but don't worry, you'll come back, because I want us to do courtship, which is the after dating. So don't worry, you'll be back. Yeah, but I want us to give a karao of do's and don'ts for dating.
Don't lie, be you. So be authentic. So don't fail to be authentic. Do love the one you're with, and give the most. Whether you think it's gonna work or not, where you are in life, who you are with in life, give it your best shot.
Okay, Helen.
Don't get into something while you're still healing from a previous relationship, and I think you should. I think we should date as much as we can, and not exclusive. I think we need to discuss this.
Yeah.
I think it's okay for me to date him and him, in the meantime, they know about each other, because this is not something serious, right? So please feel free to date as many people as you can until you find what you're looking for.
Can I have an extra 30 seconds?
You can.
All right. I wanted to say, so together with my girl, we do a ministry called Hadithi Zetu. It's like a show. And we just talk about our story, that story that I shared. But we also host other couples and their stories. And when people listen to our story, and even right now, maybe somebody is watching and they're, where is she? So the idea or the plan here is not to put out a perfect story, is to put out a story that has God at the center. And when a relationship lacks God at the center, it lacks everything. Everything just falls apart. So for every relationship to work, it needs to have Jesus where he's supposed to be, at the center. And that is primary. If that is not there at the beginning, don't try to introduce it later, cause it a flop. That is what I wanted to say. So we are two imperfect people, very imperfect. We fight. Story rent may come. You asked. Even the story, I don't know how much time we have, but we can talk about that even offset. But in our imperfection, we have found a perfect God. And when he's at the center, he brings us together like, we're fighting. I hold my girl and tell her, Cheki, can we pray? And in the middle of that storm, we get to pray together and we leave that place. Yes, of course, kila mtu amenuna cause ni hard kutoka hapa kwenda hapa na, transitions. But one thing she knows is that this guy has maybe anger issues, or this guy is angry, or this guy is mad and all that, but he knows Jesus. And every time this happens, he sends us back to Jesus. And that's a guy I want. So don't get into a relationship with us without first getting a place for Jesus. So him first, and then position yourself around him.
Can I ask a question?
Wow.
And I know it's only one.
I know.
Just for
We'll
me.
be killed, yeah.
You guys kill me. But a lot of Christian girls have, and this is what I can attack to anybody. They say, I want a God-fearing man, a man who's heard from the Lord about me. Did you hear from the Lord?
No.
You just made a decision.
Yes.
Like, okay, just wanted
So,
to.
because blending akuaga, I am waiting for that time nitacheki mdem and then ni feel
Mwangaza.
akam nywele kipulizwa na upepo hivi.
I'm at a dream, bro. Not a dream?
No, I didn't.
Not a vision.
No. How we met is another different story, and I didn't feel any of those until later. Because you don't fall in love. We didn't fall in love. We grew in love.
Oh, honey.
Honey.
No more questions.
Okay, for me, take your time. Yeah? I think for me, I would like to say this to girls and to women. getting a man into your life is like hiring a CEO. Because the man is the spiritual head. So you're hiring,
Yes.
you're hiring a CEO for your company, yeah? And your resources and everything. Remember, you're going to take his name, you're going to perhaps have children for him. So he's the CEO of your company or the CFO, CEO, CFO. If you were to hire a CFO for your company, you'd really have to think about it. Now, I love the fact that you introduced a manifesto. I think many men have no manifesto. They have no clue what they're bringing to the relationship. What they want is what they don't know what they want. So do look for somebody who has vision and direction. And I want to throw this one as a bomb as we leave. I'd say do not sleep with him.
Of course.
Do not sleep with him. I think too many of us are too eager to give away our goodies. We want to give dates the position of married men. You're not married, you're just dating him. So for me, that's my don't. It's just a don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. My mother used to tell us these things. You know, she sounds so old-fashioned. I can't believe I'm saying this. Do not sleep with men. Don't give away your precious things to pigs. Na vice versa ni ukweli. Don't give away pearls to pigs.
Pauline, when you're hiring this CEO, you're hiring in which position? Are you the HR?
No, I'm HR. I'm
That's
the
what I'm
neck.
asking. Are you the
I'm
HR?
HR
Or
I am CFO, HR. Listen, let me tell you something. You don't know what we women give up. Because remember, what does the Bible say? We submit. So imagine you're submitting to somebody who you have no respect for.
this is why I'm asking is because you could be someone who owns a company and doesn't run the company. So you're looking for a CEO to run the company, but it's still my company, So that's why I'm asking. If HR, you have to now.
Aki, we have to end this show. Just
So what is the guy? What's the title? Because even I'm doing a recruitment exercise.
You are recruiting a CFO.
I'm looking for a CFO.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You're looking for a CFO. Me, I'm looking for the CEO.
As HR.
Yes.
Okay.
No, all of us are HRs at that moment in time.
Okay.
That's another show. Helen, you are rolling your eyes. Honestly, we have to go. Don't miss the show. You can go back, subscribe, watch, and just, imagine just be our friend. Imagine just watch this show. We're out. Peace out.